the cutting plane here cuts two lines, line 1, 2 and 1, 6. And if you can check from our top view, we have line 1, 2 and 1, 6, and we have 2 points, right? So that means I can just project these 2 points to our sectional left view. So I can just project that point first and also project this point as well, right? Okay, and then project them up to line 1, 2. So line 1, 2, 1, 2 is there, right? So obviously that line is on the base, so I will only focus on the base, right? Okay, so I have the point there, and then for this one, this point is on line 1, 6, right? So I can just project this to line 1, 6. So 1, 6 is right there. That means I have a point there. Okay, and then I can just connect these 2 points. So our cut surface will start right here. Alright, okay. Then now I move to this point. Okay, so here our cutting plane is cutting line 2, 2 and line 6, 6, right? Okay, so line 2, 2, where is that line? That line is right there. So it means I will have to project that point this side. Okay, so I have line 2, 2 there and line 6, 6 right there. So this is line 6, 6, this is line 2, 2. So I have those 2 points. Okay, and then I can just connect. There. Just like that. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now I move to this point. So here the cutting plane is cutting line AB and AD, right? So if you check from our sectional top view, I have 2 points, right? So those points are right there. So this is line AB and AD. So obviously I have 2 points from those 2 lines. So I'll have to project those 2 points to my sectional left view. So I'll just project that to there. This point to there. And then where's line AB? AB, I forgot to. Okay, I made a mistake here. Here we have A and C, not there. Those points are not there. Let me just erase those points there. Because remember, this is a hole, so the hole goes in up to there. So obviously point A and B and C must be on that line. Okay, so I have that point there. Okay, so now remember I was projecting this point, so that point must be on line AB, and line AB is just there, so I can just mark a point there. And also this line, this point must be on line AD. AD is there, so I can just mark a point there. Then I can just connect these 2 points, just like that. Okay, then I'm done with this point. Now I'm moving to the next point. So here the cutting plane is cutting 2 lines, line BB and DD. So I'll have to project this point to those 2 lines. So line BB is there, that means I'll have a point there, and DD is there, that means I'll have a point there. Okay, and then I just connect those points from here to there, and also this side, connect those 2 points. Okay, so I'm done with this point. Then I'm moving to this point now. So here the cutting plane is cutting two lines, line 3 3 and 5 5, right? So I'll just project the point to your sectional left view like that. So line 3 3 is there, so line 3 3 is there, and 5 5 is there. So this is line 5 5, so I'll have a point there. Okay, but obviously here we are cutting this edge, and this edge is for the hexagonal prism, right? So that means I'll just connect this point with that one. So just draw vertical line there, vertical line there, just like that. Okay, then I move to the next point. So here we are cutting line CC, and line CC is there, so I have to project that point to this side, just like that. So CC is there, so we have a point there. And if you check, this line is for the blind hole, right? Okay, so that means I have to connect this point with these 2 points, right? Not this 2, because these points are on the hexagonal prism, and this point is on the blind hole, the square prism, right? So I'll have to connect this point with this 2. So just connect them like that. Just like that. Okay, I'm done with that point. Then I'm moving to the last point. So here we have point 4. So obviously point 4 is right there. So that means I can just connect this point with this 2, right? So just connect those 2 points and also those 2 points, just like that. Okay, so this is our cut surface, right? I can just hatch this, because I can't hatch this section because it's a hole, right? So I'll only hatch around this shape. Okay, so just take my set square and hatch there. Okay, so I'm done hatching the cut surface. Okay, so now I have to check the remaining portion. So because this is our sectional left view, that means we're looking at this solid from the left, right? So for us to see the cut surface, obviously we have to cut off this portion, right? So that means all the points that are this side of the cutting plane, they are cut off, right? Okay, so that means all the points from up there, they've cut off, so there is no need for me to draw something there, so I'll just leave it as it is. And then point 1 down here is cut off. Remember, point 1 is just there, so I'll just leave it as it is. But now if you check, we still have point 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right, from the base. So where is point 2? Point 2 is there, point 5 is there, 6 is there, 3 is there. So we have a vertical line there, an edge. That means I can just draw in those lines there, right? Okay, So just draw a straight line there, straight line there, and the base just like that. Okay, and then if you check the line 3 3 and 5 5, 3 is there, 5 is there. Okay, and if we check here B, where is B? B is there, we have a point there, right? Okay, D, we have a point there. Okay, and then we have this edge there on line CC. Where is C? C is there. That means I'll have to draw a line there, just like that. Okay, and what else? Line 4 4. Line 4 4, obviously you won't see this edge because it's just behind, looking from this direction. This edge is just at the back, so obviously that edge will be a hidden detail line there. So from instructions, I said no hidden detail is required, so I'll just leave it as it is. So this is our complete sectional left view. Okay, so I can just mark that off. Then now I'll have to draw the true shape of the cut surface, right? Okay, so where's the cutting plane? The cutting plane is right there. Okay, and now because I don't have enough space up there, what I can do is I can just tilt this cutting plane to here, so I'll have a vertical cutting plane now. So let me just show you how to tilt the cutting plane. So for me to have a vertical cutting plane now, I'll use this point, right? So that means I'll tilt this line to be a vertical line on this point, right? So from this point, what I can do, I'll just draw a vertical line. So obviously I'll have to draw a construction line, right? Okay, so now that means my cutting plane will be this line. So let me just extend it up there. Okay, so now all the points that are on the cutting plane, I'll have to project them to this vertical line now. That means my true shape will be drawn here, right? Okay, so obviously I have to use my compass. So I'll put my compass on this point, right? Then I'll start with this point here. I'll have to project this point to that vertical line there. Then I move to the next point. I have to project that point to the vertical line as well. So all the points must be projected to the vertical line there. So this point there, that point there, that point there, and the last point up there, just like that. So that means all the points are shifted or moved to this vertical line, right? So obviously I have a point there, 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 and a point there. So now I can just project all the points to my left hand side, just like that. Okay, so now I have all the lines. So now I can just add my XY line. I can just measure 10 millimeters there and add XY line there. So this is X2, Y2. Okay, so now it's up to you. You can use the cut surface from the top view or from the right view. So I'll just use this view to transfer all the points of the cut surface to this section, right? Okay, so I'll start with this first point there. So remember, this is a cutting plane, so our focus is on the cutting plane. So here for this point I have 2 points, right? This point and this point. So now what I have to do is I'll use my XY line, right? So I'll put my compass on my XY line to that point there, and obviously I'll use this line, and then obviously I'll put my compass on the XY line there and mark that point there. Okay, do the same thing for that point. Open my compass to that point, right? Then I mark that point there. Okay, so I have a point there, a point there. Okay, then I move to this point, so I have 2 points there. So I'll take this measurement there and transfer it to this side. So I'll just mark it there, right? Then and take the measurement for this point there, right? Then mark it this side. So I have a point there and a point there. Okay, then I'm moving to this point. So here I have 2 points, this point and that point, right? Okay, so just take this point, I'm using this line, then put my compass there, mark a point there, do the same thing for this point, just mark it there. So I have a point there, point there. So let me just connect these 2 points like that, and also there, just like that. Then connect these 2 points and those 2 points. Okay, so I'm done with this point. I'm moving to the next point. So here I have 2 points as well. So I have to measure that and mark it this side. Do the same thing. Mark it there. So I have a point there, point there. And then I move to this point. So here I have this point and that point. So take the distance. Now I'll use this line and mark there. And mark there. Alright, and then I move to this point. That point, it's this one. There's only one point. So just transfer this point to this section. So the point is right there. So I can just connect these points together. Just like that. Okay, so I'm done with this point. Then I'm moving to the last point there, which is this point. So do the same thing. I have to transfer that to the section. So I have a point there. Then I can just connect the points. So this is our true shape of the cut surface, so I can just hatch around this section, right? So just use my 8 by 60 there. Okay, so I'm done. So this is the complete true shape of the cut surface, so I can just label this view. Okay, so I'm done with the drawing. So I have the true shape there. So I'm done with all the views. I have the front view there, and the sectional top view, and the sectional left view, and the true shape, right?